So MiniMax M3 dropped, and the claim is that it beats GPT 5.5 and Gemini 3.1 Pro at 5 to 10% of the cost. Is this real, or is this another DeepSeek style hype wave?
Real benchmark claims. Unverified numbers. That distinction is the entire story. No independent third party has confirmed the numbers MiniMax published themselves.
Wait, so the model card shows GPT 5.5 level performance, but nobody outside MiniMax has run those tests. Is that normal for a launch?
It is becoming normal for Chinese lab launches. The pattern is launch first, let community validate second. DeepSeek V3 survived that process. Others did not.
So if the numbers hold up, every company paying for GPT 5.5 access just learned they could switch to an open model for 1/10 the price.
That is the bet. And the next 2 weeks of independent benchmarks will determine whether the API business model for Frontier AI just developed a serious crack. A Chinese AI startup just released a model that claims to eclipse GPT 5.5 and Gemini 3.1 Pro on key benchmarks. The price tag, 5 to 10% of what you would pay OpenAI or Google for the same performance. But nobody has verified those numbers yet. MiniMax M3 landed on Hugging Face on June 1, 2026 with a 1 million token context window and a novel architecture called MSA. That context length puts it in rare territory. Most models cap at 128K or 256K tokens. The model supports native multimodality and agentic coding. According to MiniMax, it was trained to handle long documents, code repositories, and mixed media inputs as a single unified stream. No separate modules for text, image, and audio. But here is what nobody expected. The Tech Times called it the same day. Frontier claims unverified benchmarks. Every benchmark MiniMax published is self-reported. No independent third-party verification has appeared on the OpenLLM leaderboard or LiveBench yet. If the numbers are real, the implications are staggering. A model that matches GPT 5.5 at 1/10, the cost dismantles the economic argument for closed APIs. Every startup currently paying OpenAI $30 per month for O4 Pro could switch to running this locally for free. The architecture itself is worth unpacking. MSA stands for Multi-Head Stable Attention, a variant that MiniMax says reduces hallucination on long context tasks. The claim is that it maintains coherence across 1 million tokens without the model forgetting earlier context. The agentic coding capability is where it claims to pull ahead most decisively. MiniMax says M3 can maintain task state across a full software repository, planning multi-step refactors rather than answering one prompt at a time. Community quantizers have already begun uploading GUF versions to Hugging Face. The bloke has not posted yet, but Murdermaker and LumStudio community have. The existence of these community ports is itself a signal. Developers see potential worth chasing. The history of AI announcements is littered with unverified benchmark claims. DeepSeek V3 made similar noises in early 2026, and eventually the numbers held up. The question for MiniMax M3 is whether this follows the same pattern or vanishes like so many other paper launches. The next 2 weeks will settle this. Independent benchmarks will either confirm the claims or expose them as marketing. Either way, an open-weight model hitting this performance tier at this price point is the story whether the numbers are real or not.
2 weeks, that is when we know if this was a real shot or just noise. Subscribe if you want to be here when the numbers come in.